29 years at the same table, but now the Congress of South African Trade Unions looks deeply divided.
Serious historical moment that we all observed.
7 more affiliates have broken ranks, complaining not just about the decision to expel the Metalworkers Union, but also that their umbrella body has veered away from its founding principles.
It has turned towards blatant collaboration with neoliberal policies as enshrined in the National Development Plan. And it is the duty of all trade unionists, we want to argue, to defend NUMSA against trumped-up charges.
Policies led by the ruling African National Congress, which held its own press conference to respond. It denies that its alliance with the unions is under threat of unravelling.
The life of that alliance will not be determined with a time frame or by an individual member or a component. It will be determined by the end of the need to work together, to drive, because the struggle doesn't end in 1994. Transformation itself is a struggle because you must deal now with the legacy and the consequences of the system that was declared an evil against humanity.
In reality, the ideological tensions date back years, and this isn't the first time they've boiled over. In 2012, the once powerful National Union of Mine Workers lost much of its support amid a wave of violent wildcat strikes. Members' grievances were similar. Despite a show of force outside COSATU headquarters on Friday, though, the context here is rather different. Indeed, some political analysts argue a breakaway may be positive.
It begins to help in terms of sophisticating the debate in this country. If you look at the ANC in the last 20 years, there are people who have argued that it has moved largely to the right. And we've not had much movement from the left that put pressure on the ANC. So effectively, this might actually work well for both the ANC and the workers in general.
None of these rebel groups actually seem to want to leave COSATU. Rather, they say they'd like to take it back. Now that raises the prospect of either more expulsions from the Federation or alternatively more infighting. And both of those things could begin to threaten the future of one of the central pillars of post-apartheid politics. Henderson, CCTV, Johannesburg, South Africa.